There are several myths about dogs that most people believe, but they're actually not true. For example, when a dog licks you, it's not really kissing you, or that 1 year of a human's life is equivalent to 7 years of a dog's life, or that a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's. Let's explore the truth behind these myths, so you can better understand your adorable companion. Leave any questions or share your experiences with us in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to discover even more fascinating secrets about dogs you might not know. The last one will definitely surprise you. Have you ever thought that when a dog wags its tail, it's always because they're happy? In reality, tail wagging can mean different things, not just happiness. For example, a slow, low wag can be a sign of uncertainty, while a fast, high wag could indicate alertness or even anger. The direction of the tail wag can also tell you about their mood. When a dog wags its tail to the right, it may be feeling content, but when it wags to the left, it might be feeling anxious or uneasy. And have you ever seen your dog eating grass? Many people think that dogs eat grass when they're sick, but the truth isn't always that simple. Dogs may eat grass when they feel bored or anxious, much like how we sometimes twirl a pen or bite our nails when we're stressed. A study shows that only a small percentage of dogs eat grass and then vomit afterward. However, if your dog consistently eats grass and shows unusual signs, take them to the vet. Just like us, dogs have their own eating habits, and not everything we eat is safe for them. Did you know that foods like chocolate, grapes, macadamia nuts, raisins, and onions are extremely dangerous for them? So, don't hesitate to ask your vet to make sure you're not accidentally feeding your dog something harmful to their health. You've probably heard that 1 year of a human's life equals 7 years of a dog's life. But that's just an inaccurate comparison. A dog's lifespan depends on their breed. Small dogs can live up to 15 years, while larger dogs usually only live about 8 years. In reality, dogs mature much faster than humans. Their first year of life is roughly equivalent to 15 human years, and after that, each year equals about 5 human years. Speaking of strange habits, one common misconception is that only male dogs act out in a provocative way. In fact, female dogs can do this too, sometimes to assert social dominance, or simply because they're too excited and don't know how to express it. Similarly, many people think only male dogs mark territory by spraying, but female dogs do this too, especially when they're in heat or simply want to assert that this is their territory. And another thing you might not know, many people believe that dogs need to chew bones. While dogs love to chew, giving them real bones can be very dangerous. Bones can tear up their mouth, throat, or even their stomach. And if the bones are cooked, they can break apart easily and cause choking or blockages in the stomach. Instead of giving your dog real bones, try safe chew toys made from nylon or rubber, which will help protect their teeth and stomach. One common misunderstanding is that many people think trimming a dog's fur in the summer is necessary to keep them cool. In reality, trimming their fur too short may reduce their natural protection from the sun and insects. Especially with double-coated breeds, trimming too much fur can actually make them hotter, so make sure to consult your vet before deciding to trim your dog's fur. Why do dogs scratch the ground after they go to the bathroom? One interesting behavior you may notice is when dogs scratch the ground after going to the bathroom. At first, this might seem puzzling, and you might think your dog is doing something strange. But in fact, this behavior is not random. There's a very deep and natural reason behind it. When dogs scratch the ground after going to the bathroom, they are leaving a mark, a distinct scent that only other dogs can recognize. The pads of their feet have special scent glands, and by scratching the ground, they release this scent, marking their territory. It's not a random action. It's a way for dogs to communicate with other dogs in the area. They are saying, "I was here." This behavior is inherited from their wild ancestors, like wolves and foxes, who needed to mark and protect their territory. The more intensely they scratch and leave a visible mark, the more confident they feel about their position. Not only that, but this behavior can also be a way for dogs to relieve stress. Dogs may scratch the ground after encountering stressful situations or uncomfortable interactions, such as meeting a strange dog or being placed in a new environment. It's a natural way for them to soothe themselves and feel more at ease in their surroundings. If your dog does this frequently, don't worry. This is a completely normal behavior, a part of their natural instincts inherited from their ancestors. Zoomies, when dogs suddenly run around wildly. One of the fun phenomena you've probably seen is when dogs suddenly run outside and race around with incredible speed, changing directions continuously, jumping up and down. This is what people call zoomies. While it might make you laugh, zoomies are actually a very normal and natural behavior for dogs. Zoomies happen when dogs have too much energy and don't know what to do with it. Especially for puppies or young dogs, they haven't learned to control their energy. After resting for a while or not getting enough physical activity, dogs will burst into zoomies as a way to release the excess energy. Sometimes, zoomies also happen after a bath because they feel uncomfortable with their wet fur and run around to dry off. Although it may seem chaotic and a bit weird, zoomies are a perfectly natural behavior that helps dogs release pent-up feelings or stress in their bodies. It's how they get rid of excess energy and feel more comfortable in their bodies. If you see your dog doing zoomies, don't worry. It's just part of what makes them happy and physically satisfied. However, if this behavior happens too often and gets out of control, it may indicate your dog is not getting enough exercise or needs to engage in more interesting activities. One important fact you should know is that dogs are not colorblind. While they can't distinguish colors the way humans do, they can see some colors, particularly blue. So when buying toys for your dog, choose bright colors like blue so they can see them better. And the last thing I want you to remember is that when a dog licks you, it's not just because they love you. While it may seem like an intimate gesture, the truth is that a dog's licking could be a way for them to ask you to regurgitate food they find tasty, or simply because they enjoy the salty taste of your sweat. Though it might surprise you, this is just their way of showing affection and care. Understanding dog behavior not only helps you take better care of them, but also builds a stronger, loving bond. Every action they take, from licking you, wagging their tail, to those playful zoomies, are their ways of communicating and expressing emotions. By truly understanding these behaviors, you can ensure your dog feels safe and loved, and you can take care of them in a thoughtful way. Remember, every action a dog does has its own meaning, and when you understand them, your relationship with your four-legged friend will be deeper than ever. Caring for a dog is not just about having a pet, but nurturing a friendship, a bond, and boundless love. Thank you for watching this video until the end. If you found this information helpful and want to continue learning more about caring for and understanding your four-legged companions, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on more interesting and useful content.